Okay, in this tutorial we're going to have a look at how you can overlay clips and have a look at some different blending options that you have. So I'm going to grab another clip. Let's just get one of these at random and we'll drop it into our project. We'll just have a quick look at it. Okay, underwater shot. Alright, let's just use that first part of it. So I'll just zoom out a bit and I'll just drag the end in. Okay, now with this clip I want it to actually be on a different video layer, so I'll click on it and drag it up. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with the audio. Alright, now I can move it along and it will actually be on top of the previous of the video below it. So see how it's just cutting there. Okay, the other video still exists under it if I take the eyeball off. Okay, and if I can actually show you that better if I move it away. Okay, so it is layering the video on top of it. So already if I move that, you can get quite an interesting effect with having a little border over there. Okay, I can also click on the edge of this on the handle and drag it down, and then that basically just changes the size of that video. So if I play that, you got one video on top of another. And this can be quite an interesting effect. So we make that a bit bigger again. Okay, maybe there. And we can just use that outside clip as a bit of a border for our main clip. Okay, so that's an interesting effect. I'll show you some other things you can do with that. Now, up here in Effect Controls, now it might be on, again, any one of these, but if you go Effect Controls, these are the basics that will apply to any clip that you have in there. So motion and scale is size. So just like I was doing manually, you can do, with just a slider. And if you just hover over the yellow numbers, you can drag left or right. Okay, rotation, you can rotate your image. Okay, now we also have an option for opacity here, and this is, I guess, how opaque an image is or how transparent. So you can get some interesting effects there as well. Put that back to 100. Now under opacity you also have blend modes. At the moment it says normal, but watch what happens if I click on one of these. Let's go screen. Okay, it's a similar thing to opacity, but it actually changes the way that it blends with the video below it. We'll choose another one, overlay. Okay, try another one, multiply. Alright, and that can actually be quite an interesting effect for, say, adding a texture to it. And this is a common one that they'll use at the, say, the end credits of a film. You'll have one texture overlaying video. Okay, so those are some useful techniques on how you can incorporate that. Think about it again. Say you're doing a news broadcast, you might have the back image here, your news presenter, and here you might have, say, a video of what the news presenter's talking about. Okay, so it's quite a useful thing to know how to do. Again, you can use your dissolves as we did before on any of those clips at the top. Okay, and that way you'll get that clip fading in. And then when it's finished, it'll fade out again. Okay, so that's the basics of overlaying footage.